Okay, operations with decimals. So, what does that mean? What do we do? I don't know, we'll find out. So, adding and subtracting decimals. Now, when taking notes, you don't have to copy this all down. I'm going to highlight the important information, maybe write the title and, what I highlight. So, when you add them, you got to line up the decimal points on top of each other, okay? Okay, so then the digits to the left, the ones, the tens, hundreds, if there's that, all line up with each other, and so forth. The digits to the right, so let me get left, to the right, the tenths, the hundredths, and the thousandths should be aligned. Then you can add or subtract as you normally would, and bring the decimal point straight down. So I ended up highlighting quite a bit there, but there's a lot. But once you get the hang of it, hopefully it shouldn't be too bad, so I'll pause it here. Alright, so find the sum of 6.45, or 6 45 hundredths, and 23 34 hundredths. So, again, we're going to line it up. So I'm going to put the bigger number on top. 23.34. Okay? Now, plus. So, this 6 is going to go here. Then I'm going to line up my decimal point. So, see how they're perfect in a row, right below it. Okay, that's what you got to make it happen, right on top of each other. And then 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now you could just add. So this will be 9, 7. Bring your decimal point down. 9, 2. There's your answer. So my answer would be 29.79. Alright, so I'll pause it there. Alright, so anytime there's a whole number, add the whole number in the decimal, include invisible decimal point to the right of the whole number. So what do they mean by that? Or what do I mean by that? We'll get to that, but let's go over something real quick, because this is something that I've noticed. How to estimate. So let's look at how to estimate. 5, we'll call 5. It's just 5. 5 plus, what can we estimate 3.55 to be? Well, let's call that around 4. We'll estimate it up. It's around 4. So that's that. That equals 9. So that's an estimate. So now let's look at the actual problem. So here's the actual problem. So we have 5 point, or let me do the other one first. 3.55 plus. So I'm going to put a 5 here because it's 5. We've got to line up our decimal point. It doesn't have it, but that doesn't mean we can't include it. So now what am I going to do? We should fill in these spaces. I know some people like to leave it blank, but put the zeros in. It really makes a difference. 5 and 5.00 mean the same thing. So now we're going to add 5, 5. Bring down your decimal point. 8. So my answer is 8.5. Pretty close. And look, my estimate is pretty close. So that should help us know if we're getting the right answer. Alright, so here's my final answer. Exact answer, we'll say. Okay, so that's my exact answer. I'll pause it here. Do the same for subtraction, okay? So align the decimal points of each number and subtract down the decimal point. And drop down the decimal point and subtract down. Alright, so find the difference between 1452 and 240. So let's do an estimate again though. I'll do my estimate right here. So 1452 is about 15, so it'd be 15 minus 2. So it should equal, and let me highlight. So this was the 15, that became 15, and yellow became the 2. Okay, so this would equal about 13. Oh, this is how you write the about symbol. So this would be, or I'll do it after. That equals 13. So my estimate would be about $13. Alright, so let's look at this. So let's do 14.52 minus, we line it up. So this is my estimate and this is my answer. So that's how you would solve this. Alright, so I'm going to pause it here and stop this here.